Hello, greetings. I found some really good cabs, so I figured I would make a video. By cabs, I mean impulse response packs. There's a user on YouTube, I believe on Gear Space as well, although I don't really frequent it that much. His name is Ed S. He's posted a lot of comparison videos, but what caught my eye is that they were all using impulses and they all sounded really good. And we all know that the impulse has a big part to do with that, and he does sell some different packs. So I went ahead and picked some up because it just sounded really good, and I liked them a lot. I was using Ownhammer previously, but I definitely think these are better. Anyway, let's take a look. This is the Marshall with the V30. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, it's not directly set in there, but I believe this is a 90s era cab. 16 ohms, so it's definitely a different thing than the Mesa V30s, in my opinion. I don't want to get too far into that. There's a whole lot of videos with people who know more about it than I do. But anyway, this is the Marshall with V30s. We'll start here. Yep, so that sounds really good in my opinion. I really like this cab. One thing to note is that it doesn't come with as many microphones as some of these other cabs or IR packs, but these are the ones that I generally use in those packs that have a million microphones anyway, so I really don't mind it. You got your 57, you got your 421. Not all the cab packs have the 421 actually. Some of them don't. But you got your Bayer M160, which I use a lot, and your M201, which has a nice different flavor to the 57 if you ever feel sick of it being the 57. Anyway, let's just move on here. So that was the Marshall. I'll show you one more time. Let's move on. We'll delete all these out. Oh yes, one more thing. The processing, I use basically the same processing on all of the cabs. I personally like to process my guitars a little bit, so if you don't like it, sorry. But they're all pretty much the same. It's just a couple notches. I think I moved these on a couple of the different cabs just if they sat a little different, but pretty much the same thing. I like to boost the high with an SSL just by about 3 dB. And between like 2.5 and 4 on the lows, just depending on the cab. Re-X comp is just to do the multiband lows trick, just clamping down on the palm mutes. And then I really like this for just the smallest lift. It shows as 2.5 dB, but that's at 20 kilohertz, so it's a really gentle slope. I think it's probably only doing like a dB within the audible range, but it helps. I like it. Anyway, we'll move on to the next cab here. Oh boy. I would struggle with this right now. And let's test out some of the Mesas. So the 2001 is very smooth. Got that early 2000s metalcore thing going on. It's kind of cheesy to me at this point, but it's still a really great tone. that is. It's a unique character. I definitely do like it. It's cheesy, but in a good way. Anyway, there's two other Mesa cabs, so let's move along here. Just so you guys can believe me, you can see that even though there is processing, it's literally exactly the same. Sometimes this has to get adjusted. This one I boosted the air a little bit more just because it's a darker cab, but pretty much the same across the board here. So the next one is the 2003 Mesa Traditional, which I named Polished as Fuck because I had just done the Smooth Cheese, and this one is just, it's got more high end, it's more polished, but also more brutal at the same time, and I do like this one. It's hard to say which one I like better, but I think I lean towards the 2003, but we'll see. Yeah, right off the bat, definitely less low end. I don't know if I just need to put more low end or maybe the other one had too much and I just don't hear it right now. But to me, this one sounds thin now. But easily fixable. That's why I like to have this low boost. You know, it's at almost 3 dB. I can push that to 4 and probably fix the entire problem. Yep. Yeah, with that low boost adjusted, that 1 dB makes all the difference. And this one I didn't use as much of a high boost, and it still sounds brighter because that 2001 is just really dark. I believe with the added dB here, I prefer this one to the 2001, but I mean they're both good, really good actually. Okay, and he has an oversized too. I believe this one's a 2005, if I'm not mistaken. Did I not save a 2005? Okay, well let's make one. Let's load this one back up. All right, let's do this manually here. It shouldn't take too long. We're gonna switch over to the oversized to top left. So the way this one works is 50 is dead center. Anything below 50 is veering off to the left. Anything above 50 is veering off to the right. So I did just a little bit to the left on the 57. Actually, this is a sample pack, so it only has 57. But what we'll do is we'll do the brighter position, and then we will do, let's say, 28. That sounds about right. And knowing how all these work, probably just drop that in and it'll be just fine. Yeah, so right off the bat, the vibe I get from the oversized is it's kind of in between the Marshall and the traditional. It's not quite as mid-forward as the traditionals, but it's not as scooped as the Marshall. It's a nice in-between. I do like it. Ugh. Okay, and let's do one that surprised me because I wasn't really even expecting to like the Bogner as much as I did, and I really like it now that I think about it. Unexpected ponage. Yeah, I don't know. That, for whatever reason, right now is my favorite. And it's funny because I was in between this one and the Marshall. And I had decided if I was only going to get one, I would get the Marshall. But I was like, screw it. I'll just get two. We'll check it out. Damn, does it sound good. I really like that one. Anyway, I will stop rambling. I think I have one more preset to show. It includes a blend of a BlackBack with a V30 Mesa. It's got a little bit of a different tone. I think I made more of a like old school thrash tone for this one. So we'll check that one out, and then I'll be done here. Do. This one. Yeah, now that I think about it, if I wanted it to be an Exodus style patch, it needs more highs, but it still sounds good. I do like it still. Maybe we'll tweak it and then I'll get out of here. Let's see what we can do. Toss this guy up. All right. Peace out.